For Action News, I'm Anna Dulosky. The spotlight on vaccines continues today with more national attention, and none other than ACSH Trustee Dr. Paul Offit shedding light on the topic. Yesterday, we told you about his recent New York Times op-ed decimating the concept of religious exemption when it comes to vaccinating children. And last night, Offit made his points on national TV, the CBS Evening News.
I would not want to be in a debate with Paul about anything, especially vaccination, because he not only knows it inside and out, but he's very, very good in conveying his message.
The anti-vaccine movement gained momentum with a fraudulent study by Andrew Wakefield, where he linked vaccines to autism. His claims were, of course, false, and he was stripped of his medical license.
You could argue that Andrew Wakefield is one of the most evil men in our lifetimes, because he started this myth about autism and vaccines for his own personal gain. And Dr. Offit brings this up in his interview. He is beginning to offset the damage that Wakefield did in his 1998 Lancet paper, where he made the first connection between autism and the MMR vaccine.
But the anti-vaccine movement raged on. Perhaps until now, we seem to have turned a corner, and much of the credit should go to Dr. Offit himself, whose expertise on vaccines is undeniable.
I never thought I'd live long enough to see this topic actually swing in the other direction, but in fact, there is evidence that the anti-vaccine movement is actually crumbling. People are starting to listen, which is really important, because the fallout from Wakefield's malfeasance has really seriously impacted on American public health, in that diseases that were essentially wiped out are coming back in areas where vaccines are not being given to children. And a large part of this is the efforts of Dr. Offit himself, because he's got a long history of debunking medical nonsense, and we hope that this will be the beginning of a change in direction about the way vaccines are considered, and perhaps the damage done from this terrible paper almost 20 years ago will be undone.
Here at ACSH, we are surprised and very pleased to know the message is finally getting out, but more importantly that a well-known activist group, Autism Speaks, is now advocating for vaccinations. To read more on this story, you can head to our website, acsha.org, and while you're there, don't forget to also sign up for your daily dose of news delivered straight to your inbox. For Action News, I'm Anna Dulosky.